from the sky. No one and no alibi. Lies burning hotter than the sun. Fake prophets cashing in the dream. Selling hope through a broken beam. What's the truth? Where's it gone?
All right, all right, all right. We did it tonight. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. Don't ask. I don't know how that happened. Can't figure out why it did. There were duplicates made of the show. See, this is what I was talking about on the member show 10 minutes ago. Welcome to Goof On again. Sad because I thought what I was talking about was really interesting. I was explaining I'm having the Mandela effect again. And just talking about a weird experience I had where I would fold a shirt, turn around, put another shirt away, grab that one. I was going to put it in a drawer for the winter and it was gone. Like within... Oh no, where'd it go? Right? Weird, huh? So I was talking about, well, maybe I'm getting dementia, and Alzheimer's. I mean, I'm almost 60. Who we kidding? That's exactly what I said before. So I was just talking about my paranoia of the last 25 years of my life, which, quite frankly, I say that knowing I'm not going to make it past 68. 2 days before my birthday, maybe 3. That's what I think. Yeah. But I'm going to talk myself into it. I'll be like, yeah, it's supposed to be around, 3:30-ish, I was told. I got a minute. Boy, it was a good life, huh? A lot of fun. Well, actually, I wouldn't sound like, that was good. It's pretty fun, huh? Yeah, my voice would be older, groggier, kind of like the way Alex Jones sounds now. And 3, 2, 8. It didn't work. All right. Now I'm on borrowed time. Kind of feel like it. Men, menly men. Who's here tonight? Tacey Hale, I've seen you now twice. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you guys made it back here. Because I think Rose Cuckold is mocking ufology. I really do. I think we need to start, as a community, actually banning people for hoaxing, lying, making claims that are really big without any evidence, or they find out they were duped. I was duped. I didn't know. Like Eleganza, I didn't know it was agriculture circle. It looked like a 600-foot UFO. What do I know? Right? I don't like UFOs. I never cared about UFOs. That's a UFO. Oh, it's not? Oh, what do I know? Right. I've been saying that for a better part of almost a decade. Decade. And I'm the bad guy. Your mother's ass. That was almost catastrophic disclosure right there. It didn't happen, but it almost did. I almost had catastrophic disclosure right on my desk, under the desk. Yeah, we've got a monster amongst us in the community, and people are afraid to say it. And I think Rose cuckold is the monster. And I think he's having fun. Don't you get that feeling like when he's telling us something that it's like, now I've got another fable for you. I mean, very factual. I meant to say factual story. Oh, I just can't. I don't even want to do his voice. I just feel dirty when he's just, and I mean that with no respect. Just dirty. Maybe that's why they got rid of him in Australia. Who do we know is dirty enough that would toe the line for the UFO narrative and not really give a shit about their reputation? I heard about Rose Cuckold too. Bring him over. Hi, Rose, you got the job. Oh, you just gotta lie. Do what we tell you. I can do that. Oh, fantastic. Give this guy $100,000 a year. I require 200 grand. Okay, I'll take it. It's the only job I got. And here he is. It's funny to him. This whole thing's a joke to him. Let me see what I can get away with. Oh, we've got Mike Batista, the big UFO guy. That's his new hopeful meal ticket. It's what he wants. Keeps looking for the meal ticket. How can I ride this guy for a good month? I've had a lackluster month last. My job's on the line. Who can I you know? Oh, he's just very Lou-esque. Right? He just reminds me of that slime. God, I can't stand this. What's wrong with me? Why can't I see the good in people? I do. I really try. I do. And look, I've given credit to people who have deserved it. Anytime Lou or any of these people I talk lowly of, I give them credit when they say the right thing. But you know what? They have to. They have to say something right every half, maybe every third time they speak. Something new. Because if you could fact check one of the things they're talking about, then it seems like the rest is credible. Wait, but the other stuff we couldn't fact check or prove. Yeah, but I bet you he's telling the truth because of what he said earlier. Okay, wow. Yeah, they lowered the standards for what truth is in this field. No, I didn't think it could be any lower than it was when I got into the field. Sad. What's this? All right, let's take a look here. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I didn't even do roll call yet. Well, welcome to the show, CCC, Lucian. For $2, he says, check out at 1 hour and 18 minutes, 18 seconds with Vetted with John Stewart. Are you talking about from a year? Oh, from a year ago? Because Vetted with John Stewart, are you talking about the comedian or the guy who was on my show? See, I need to know that. Who was it? And then I'll do roll call. Who's here? Thanks for the super chat. If anybody else wants to help support that way, that's, appreciated. All the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You can even become a member. All right, to support. I know. And Luna Sparkles 1, how are you? Welcome to the show. Thor Panku, good to see you. Slim Shady's back in action. Good to see you. Beats and Tapes. For reals? How you been? Feels like forever. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the show, bro. Stacy Hale. Hey, Beza. Everybody's alive. You know, never mind. Enough about me. Myra Page, how are you? Welcome to the show. Brian Yates, welcome to the show. UFO 91, welcome to the show. Dinkamazi, welcome to the show. Samo, welcome to the show. Phil McCorrick, welcome to the show. 2 days ago. All right, let me go to Vetted and check 2 days ago. All right. So the Roswell stuff. The Roswell. New pictures. I think you mean 1 day ago. The new Skywatcher. No, that's not what you meant. Because you told me at 1 hour and 18 minutes, and none of these are that long, bro. Oh, wow. The way. Oh my God, they don't even have it organized correctly on his channel. It goes 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, then 1 day ago, then 3 days ago, then 4 days ago. So you say with John Stewart, but oh, here it is. Okay, I got it now. I got it, brother. Okay, I'm here. I got it queued up at 118, and we'll go at 118.08. All right, let me get rid of goof on hits like a freight train because it does. And if I didn't say your name in the roll call, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. And as you could tell, we do, and I need help. Good to see everybody. Here we go. What's up, Jeff Gavy, Slim Shady? Here's that video that I was told to play. It's from Vetted at the 1 hour, 18 minute mark and 8 seconds with John Stewart, the guy who was on this show several months ago.
With the Dan Burrish, Brian Johnson?
Oh, Brian Jackson.
Jackson. Should have him on.
It could be it. I'm not sure. Sure. John, these are some wild stories and zero evidence. How are we supposed to?
Hey, man. Pretty sneaky. You no way. All right, let me back it up a few seconds. That's funny.
These are some wild stories and zero evidence. How are we supposed to believe this? I agree with Chicken Coop here, right? I can't believe not all of everything that you come out with, but the 2027 story, right? Alien, like solar flare. It's like there's no evidence.
When you have the person coming forward saying this is a crazy story, but it feels there's some threads of truth in it, especially the delivery of the deliverer, the whistleblower. That's why I come forward. And I promised myself and I promised the UFO community in 2019, no matter how crazy, if I thought it was necessary, I would come forward to tell you what is going on in my life. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What are people telling me? And
hold on.
I will hold to that oath until I get out of this community.
Hold on,
which
there,
won't
John.
be long.
All right, I am going to play. I let it play through, and I want to comment to what he's saying because I'm shocked.
7 story, right? Alien, like solar flare. It's like there's no evidence.
When you have the person coming forward saying this is a crazy story, but it feels there's some threads of truth in it, especially the delivery of the deliverer.
It hurts to hear John say something like this because I'm not understanding his context to say it. It's the delivery on how it's delivered that makes it seem credible. So let me hear this. Tell me if I'm wrong, peeps. I think John is saying if the person delivering the message sounds legit, and let's say it's coming from a place where their mind was, they're in the Army or the Air Force, so they're mentally sound, we're supposed to think of these people, which we all know that's not true. I am beside myself. I can't believe he would say that because you could be a really good actor, John, and your delivery is better than the guy who was there, right? You could be that good and start crying and all that shaky shit. We saw it with Jake Barber. I could do it too. I didn't even have to think right there, and I almost teared up. All right? So what if they could deliver the message like when Lou Elizondo first came out? This guy looks official, stout, shoulders, head straight, posture. He means business. Yeah, dirty. So let's go back and hear that, and then I'll let it play. And the next thing I want to critique what John said.
Here, right? I can't believe not all of everything that you come out with, but the 2027 story, right? Alien, like solar flare. It's like there's no evidence.
When you have the person coming forward saying this is a crazy story, but it feels there's some threads of truth in it, especially the delivery of the deliverer.
The delivery of the deliverer, and I forgot to say this. He's talking about there's shreds of truth in there. Shreds. To me, that sounds like 1 out of every 7 or 8 things he's saying. Like a very small percent. But you can see the strands, the shreds. So you got a bunch of lies packed in with truths, which makes the whole story bullshit. One lie. One. The whole thing goes. The whole house of cards falls down. One lie. Then you can't trust what they, well, we have proof. We can't trust it anymore. Why would you lie about that and not that? I believe now I was right. They lied about that. So that's where I am with that shreds of proof. That means 0 to me. I mean, it means something, but it doesn't give validity to the 70% of the story that's all lying. All right, I'm going to continue. This is where we left off.
The whistleblower. That's why I come forward. And I promised myself and I promised the UFO community in 2019, no matter how crazy, if I thought it was necessary, I would come forward to tell you what is going on in my life. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What are people telling me? And I will hold to that oath until I get out of this community.
All right. So you're going to tell us what's going on in your life, and good. All right. I mean, I have no reason to not believe him, but so far, nothing major has happened, I guess, with John that he needs to tell us. So that's what he said. He goes, I held that oath until I get out of this community to tell the truth, be transparent to anything that happens to him. I want to believe, but if somebody put his life on the line, how can you not lie? I would lie. If they wanted me to, they're going to take me out or follow the narrative or get out. If you never saw me again, you know that's what happened. They got to me or I'm gone. Well, doesn't mean they got to me. I mean, I could go at any time, for real. I'm a ticking time bomb. All right, let's see what else he says. I mean, internally, I'm not mental. I'm not mental. Go.
Which won't be long.
I like it.
And do I believe it?
I like it.
Do I believe it? A solar flare is coming eventually? Absolutely. Your government is telling you that. The government, they had a study. Sure. 97% of the people on this planet would perish if an X-class solar flare hit the Earth. And one missed us by 5 days in 2012. Wow. I don't know if you all know that, but it's true.
2012.
5 days.
Mayan calendar.
5 days. It missed us by 5 days. And the Mayan calendar simply says the party's about to start in my vernacular. Sure.
It feels like it. Something's coming to a head. And I don't know if it's because the way the world was the last few years. See, here's what I feel. The last 4 years, what the country, our country, and a lot of the world follows the U.S. So, of course, that ideology was worldwide for a moment, not accepted everywhere. This, far left extreme way of thinking, communism, shit like that. Okay, well, maybe they opened up the borders to the United States. Maybe they were letting criminals out of jail. Listen, for victimless crimes, let's say. I'm just, hear me out. And not arresting people for victimless crimes, maybe to keep everybody happy for the last days of their lives. Because something is coming that's going to destroy the world. I can't think of a better reason to do what they did, to let in 20, 25 million undocumented foreigners unlawfully entering the country. Why? Our country, we have everything here, and they come from a place that maybe had nothing, right? Let them live it out. Let them just go nuts here. It's like a free-for-all. Let everybody have a piece. You want to loot iPhones? Go over there. You want Nikes? Over there. You need a stereo? Over there. You want to shoot up? Here's the drugs. Here's the needles. Just do it right on the street. Poop? Who's got to poop? You go where you stand in this country. Yeah. Just make sure you're in a blue state when you do it. I mean that. Do it in Florida. You'll get your butthole fried. I'm a little scared. So I think that's why the last 4 years were the way they were. And now Trump and everybody's trying to fix everything. And in 2027, 31 Atlas comes and wipes us out. And everybody's going to blame Trump for taking their freedoms away. We couldn't loot as much as we wanted. Couldn't shoot as many people as we wanted. Just let us do what we want. Let us do what we want. The world, imagine if they knew the world was going to end. I feel what John feels in here. Something big is going to happen. It always does anyway. I don't know if Charlie Kirk, it felt like 9/11 to us, to me. Just the mental effect it had on me. It's all it's all I was thinking about for a few days. Like, why? I understand why, but I don't want to talk. I can't talk about it here. We all know the story now, but let's hear what else John has to say.
It does not say the end of the world. It's the king will take his seat in front of the party is going to start. Yeah.
The king will take his seat. The party is about to start. What did he just say?
It does not say the end of the world. It's the king will take its seat in front of the party is going to start. Yeah.
The king will take its seat. Its seat.
As the party's about to start in my vernacular. Sure. And one missed us by 5 days in 2012. I don't know if you all know that, but it's true.
2012.
5 days.
Mayan calendar.
5 days. It missed us by 5 days. And the Mayan calendar simply says the party's about to start in my vernacular. Sure. It does not say the end of the world. It's the king will take its seat in front of the party is going to start. Yeah.
This is from Alyssa. Does John know why Jake Barber went to see Beatrice via Laurel? You know what I'm talking about, scientist? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know.
Honestly, not sure why. All right.
He went there. Oh, Grant Lavac. No way. All right, let's see what he says.
right, this is from Grant Lavac. It says,
Oh
question,
God,
John.
this is my nemesis.
This is your nemesis, Grant
Yeah,
is?
he told me with the UFO thing, do better. Like I told him, thanks, Dad, I will. By the way, I cleaned out the garage. Can I get some allowance money? Thanks, Dad. Do better. Kiss my ass. Do better. Telling a 58-year-old guy that ran for president of the United States for the Libertarian Party to do better. I'll do whatever I want on my on YouTube, and you can't tell me anything. You don't like it? Don't follow me. What moron follows a guy that he doesn't respect and thinks he's a liar? Are you a masochist? Go do better. Kiss my ass. Fucking narcissist.
Grant.
Well,
Grant,
I will say,
Grant.
I actually like
okay,
Grant
what's his
a lot.
question?
I
Wait a
like
minute.
Grant a lot.
Wait a
Shout out
minute.
Grant.
After our fight, I signed his petition because I'm a gentleman. I
Okay,
want to help
great.
people.
He's a
All
what?
right, all right, that's
Sign
great.
his
Let's see his
petition, but
question.
He's a
okay,
what?
what's his
Grant a lot.
question?
I
Wait a
like
minute.
Grant a lot.
Wait a
Shout out
minute.
Grant.
After our fight, I signed his petition because I'm a gentleman. I
Oh.
want to help
I
people.
thought he said I'm a Jordanian. That's what it sounded like. I'm like, did he just say my name? Listen,
Well, I will say,
wait.
I actually
Well,
like
okay,
Grant
what's his
a lot.
question?
I
Wait a
like
minute.
Grant a lot.
Wait a
Shout out
minute.
Grant.
After
Listen.
our fight, I signed his petition because I'm a gentleman.
I'm a
I
Giordano
want to
man.
help
Great.
people.
Great. All right, that's
Sign
great.
his
Let's see his
petition, but
question.
he's such a narcissist. Wait, that he can't say thank you because to say thank you to somebody, you have to be vulnerable. And
Yeah. Right.
that vulnerability to say thank you, Grant can't do it. So
Wow.
All
what's
right.
your
Well, maybe
question,
he will.
Dan?
Let's give him some.
Who cares?
Okay. Let's just read the question.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
John. Why present video footage / photographs on X as real and absolutely jaw dropping when they're not? Case in point,
I never
the
said it
AI
was
Russian
real.
UFO you pushed.
I said it was
and keep
jaw
pushing.
dropping, dumbass. Jaw dropping. And then I said, this guy says that he's going to put me in the game like Rudy. Are you freaking stupid? I said jaw dropping. And Patrick and I just agreed. It is jaw dropping. I never said it was real. And I told you who sent it to me. Grant, do better with your questions. Do better.
Wait a minute. That's really funny, actually. Thank you for sending this or telling me about it. I just, we'll have to come back to the rest of that because I don't know how long it goes on for, but it's pretty funny to hear John be that way. I know he's kind of joking around with Grant, but in a way he kind of means it. He can take it. He's just giving shit to Grant. He has a chance. He's taking it. The question is, photographs on X as real. Oh, he said it was jaw dropping. All right. When somebody says, if I sent somebody a video and they said that's jaw dropping, that means you think it's a real UFO, right? Why else would you say it? You wouldn't say it's jaw dropping if it wasn't. You would say, where's this from? You would try to avoid it. So then the person who sent it to you, then they'll be like, uh-oh, what do you see? Strings, stuff like that. I don't know, a banner being pulled by an aeroplane. You see that in the front there? It keeps moving the same speed as this. Oh, you see that right there? That's a string. Whatever's pulling it. Yeah, it's not a tic-tac, paddywhack. But nobody told you those exist, right? Right. And they still believe that it's a UFO. Isn't that weird? They just can't accept the truth. That's funny. I like that vetted. I just can't play the whole thing. I don't know how far it goes. We'll come back. So tonight, yeah, I wanted to talk about this Rose Cuckold character for a moment. I don't get it. No, I kind of do get it. ufology is very funny. And I have to tell Ross Cuckold, that he is eventually going to be the fall guy for something that he says. I'm telling you, man, he is going to be that. There's going to be a huge story that he's probably going to unveil, and he's going to tell everybody, I've got evidence. He's going to make the same mistakes he did that got him in trouble in Australia as a news journalist. See what I did? I scratched right there because I don't really believe he's a news journalist. I'm like, news journalist. Even I caught myself. Body language. What was that, Bernie? Hey, Bernie, throwing down. That's pure love right there. Thanks, Bernie. That's a super dono. It's $5 super dono. It's a donation with no message. That means here at GoofOn, just saying I love you, bro. Thanks for whatever it is, you're doing, or that's just our way of saying it. Appreciate it. I really do, mate. I love you too. See how I didn't say love? I said love because we can't say the words. Right at you, mate. Right at you. I don't know why I'm laughing. Thank you, Bernie. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Yeah, smash the like button, you bastards. All right, here we go. What was I talking about? All right. So, all right, let me pull the video up. Let's take a look at what Rose Cuckold is peddling. Hey. Oh, Ed, here it is. Yeah, you sent me this at 4:00. I probably didn't check any. Yeah, all the emails came in today that I see. Yeah, thank you for that, by the way. I see it here. I usually don't go back into my emails during the show unless I can't find something, and I can't find something. All right, here it is. I don't know. Wait. So look, something just that doesn't make any sense what just happened. I'm really questioning my sanity here. All right, here's the UFO clip from Reality Check recorded by Psionic Mike. Psionic Mike Batista, who says the entity telepathically told him to put his dog away. I know. Oh, you want to see it? All right. It's a 36-second clip. I mean, this guy looks like your typical UFO psionic guy. I don't know what to call him.
You're holding your phone up, a cell phone, and you're filming what you're seeing, correct?
Yeah, I believe that was shot on a Galaxy.
Okay.
It's a Galaxy.
What did they say to you about your dog? Tell me that story.
So, again, it was like infant stage of NHI communication. And, I asked him to land, and then I instantly got this thought response back in my brain saying, we'll land, but only if you put your dog away in the crate. And I was like, oh, that's a strange request.
At this stage,
What are we watching?
you're holding your phone up, a cell phone, and you're filming what you're seeing, correct?
Yeah, I believe that was shot on a Galaxy.
Okay. What did they say to you?
What is it? Hey, these are just lights in the sky. This could be lights on the ground. This could be lights in a tree. It could be lights in a bush. Could be lights underground and anybody's tush. We don't know what they're doing,
About your dog. Tell me that story.
So again, it was like infant stage of NHI communication, and I asked him to land, and then I instantly got this thought response back in my brain saying, "We'll land, but only if you put your dog away in the crate." And I was like, "Oh, that's a strange request."
At this stage, you're holding your phone up, a cell phone, and you're filming what you're seeing, correct?
Yeah, I believe that was shot on a Galaxy.
Okay.
My neighbor's outside drumming. I can hear the bass. You might be able to hear him if you have headphones on. Look at this. What kind of garbage is this, guys? I don't understand why Rose would be peddling this. You can't see anything.
I believe that was...
You know what I mean? I mean, this isn't fun. This isn't right. If you're going to have somebody like this on, you need to challenge them. And I didn't hear him challenge this guy. I mean, this looks like the Tron motorcycle from the movie. Here's 2 wheels up here. I mean, you see the spokes here? And this could be anything, my peeps. Look, I don't know what this is. What's this? What's that? It's blub nothing. There's more. I'm focusing very, very hard not to listen to the guy out drumming. He knows I'm here. He knows because he can hear me. All right. Here's the another clip, I believe. You got to see these UFOs this guy's claiming. Here we go. 5, 4. Then there's 3. I have a 2. What's up, D-Tubbin? And go.
Fellow Viking, Carl Andreasen, Carl Crusher on YouTube. Recommend his shows, by the way. He's done a lot of work on indigenous pictoglyphs. Now, what's fascinating to me, tell me the story about the pictoglyph that you saw of, you see a shape that is whatever this creature has morphed into. And it is uncanny because it looks like the pictoglyph that you've sent me a picture of that you and Carl Crusher had seen only a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. During that experience, like one thought I did have was it's turning into all these things. Like, okay, if I'm just, compared to something that's hyper intelligent, I'm a dumb human. Hopefully it's showing me something in a specific sequence so I can understand.
The Star Sirius, my guys. The Star Sirius. Listen to this. I think it's at 3 a.m. You can see it in the southeastern sky during the summer, I believe. And it changes colors. It looks like a ship in the sky. I've seen this since I was a kid. We all used to say, "Oh, it looks like a police siren in the sky," because that's what it looks like. Red, white, blue, red. That's all we would see. Red, white, blue, red, white, blue. So when I got borrowed my first camcorder from my sister, I zoomed in and I thought I was seeing an exploding star. I've shown the video on GoofOn before. There was a branch in front of it, and the star was moving so slowly, and the way it looks in the atmosphere, it looked like it was splitting up because the branch, I didn't know there was a branch hanging down. Couldn't see it. It was dark. I mean, really didn't expect it. And I really thought I saw something exploding until I went to grab the binoculars. I'm like, hey, wait, that's not happening. The frick? And then I saw the branch was in the way. So I made a video showing the mistake I made. Now, the weird thing is, everybody before they saw the answer as to what I recorded was saying, this is amazing. I can't believe you got shapeshifters, or it's a star exploding in real time. It's the most rich. It's amazing. Do you know how bad I felt knowing they were about to have the rug pulled out from underneath them? But you got to do what you got to do. I could have hailed that evidence, my peeps. I could have hailed it, not said a word. But there's always somebody out there smarter than you. I vowed never to lie. And, told everybody what it was. Yeah, they were mad for a second. And then I did it again. We had a storm one night, and a couple hours after the storm left, dust storm, spider webs had gotten loose, I guess, that were on the light posts that light up the street. Now, what are they, 30 feet high? And it was still breezy out, 15-mile-an-hour winds after a 60-mile-an-hour dust storm. And it was lifting the spider webs horizontally. And I thought it was a ship in the sky. And I'm like, oh my God. So when I looked at it, the light from the light post was just high enough that it illuminated the spider web about 7 feet out. And I'm like, oh my God, this, my heart was going. I go, what am I seeing? This is amazing. It looks like it's getting closer. So I'm getting all emotional, and I start moving closer, and I'm like, wait, what? No way. I got about 20 feet closer and saw it do this, and I'm like, it's fucking spider webs. Oh my God. What I could have done was just shown the first half. You know, when you hear people say, I do it all the time, I say this, we never get to see the end of the video. We just get to see it, and then all of a sudden. But I didn't wait a few minutes. I waited 2 days to tell people the truth. And I put in question, UFO in the sky or clever hoax. People were telling me, hey, if this is a hoax, we're going to take you. No, and I was getting threats even before I put the truth out. That's what made me wait an extra day. Because I wasn't going to tell them, but I had to. Said, hey, you guys, you guys are not my friends, I said. I thought friends are supposed to support each other, even if we do something wrong, like putting up a hoax video. What if I told you you were being tested and I was testing you? Would you be mad to find out that the video that you think is this stationary city in the sky? What the hell? I thought somebody just came inside. Hello? Hello? Anyway, I told him what it was, and they were all mad at me, and people were really pissed. And I said, look, man, it's a test. I told you the truth. It's not like, I never told you. Maybe I should have told you yesterday, or maybe I should have never done this. But if you're my friend, you're supposed to tell me you think, oh, wait a minute. If you were a friend, you wouldn't lie to all of us. You would have told us that this is a test. And then we could have seen what everybody else said. I wanted to test you, my closest friends. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're so mad. It's just a stupid UFO test. But everybody got so mad at me for telling the truth. I'm not doing what Christopher Bledsoe did. I never lied. I told the truth. That was 20 years ago. I can't believe 19 years ago. Never forgot it. And then you get a guy like this. Mike Batista. Goes by Magic Mike Batista. A guy who clearly has ulterior motives other than bringing us UFO videos. This guy is looking for a gig for the rest of his life. This guy wants to be speaking. Remember a guy named Mike Brown I had on the show? He had, I don't remember exactly, it was something like 80 images of very similar video that he said he captured over a Walmart. Oh my God, that was like 4 years ago. Did he change his name? Is this him? Guy's name was, I thought it was Mike Brown. I could check here in a second. Let's see. See if it comes up here. Too bad. It's gone. God, I can hear him drumming. Can you hear it? Listen. In a retirement community. This is the same guy who was working out at the gym with just shorts on. He's 270 pounds, 5'7". I was disgusted. I had to think of my throw up to not think of how sick I was being visually impaired.
And one of the things it turned into was something you'd see on the petroglyphs all over the world. And it's, they're very rigid bodies. They come in like this, and it was holding.
This is exactly what that other guy did. He used these videos, digital artifacts, and I can do that for you too. As a matter of fact, we've done that here where I could pause video and show you in the shadows of the video, the pixelation creates different visual effects. It can almost be anything you want. I saw aliens. It's a total pareidolia trick. It's amazing.
A shield, and like it looked like something else in its hand too. But you see them all over the place. But the petroglyphs we visited in Utah, they had spirals in them, like a spiral. And Carl was telling me the different directions the spirals mean one thing or the other,
This
like going
is
forward in
that
time
guy.
or back. And when it created that image of that you would see, it's almost like obviously they saw that too, and it took enough time to carve it into rock. Something else came out of it, like it opened up a portal, to be like in the third dimension. It was physical after that. It wasn't like a plasma or still manifesting. It was physical after that.
Oh, this is him. I believe it is. I believe it is him. Let's see. Here we go. Pull this up. News Nation is currently airing an exclusive interview with a wacky UFO believer. And this guy, he claims he summoned space monsters with his psychic powers and is showing blurry and pixelated video evidence of the non-human entities. Let's take a look at these. I'm telling you, this is him. Wait a minute. That's it. Oh. There's nothing here to see. You've already seen it. But I'll show you what they're showing. Check it out. Yep. I mean, come on. Tell me, what do you see? I don't see anything, guys. Was this supposed to be a head with a smile? Because was that, a horse? I mean, come on. And then the rest of it is just bullshit, and ear and eye, and totally up in the sky over here? No, come on. You're not fooling there obviously he's fooling Rose Cuckold, and this is why I'm so mad. How? How does that guy get on News Nation? Because of Rose Cuckold. That's why. Trying to make something out of nothing. It's really sad. It is. We're supposed to expect the top of the food chain when it comes to News Nation. Now, we know that's not true anymore since Rose Cuckold has made an appearance. It has gone downhill. Bad. Let's see. A photo just dropped claiming to show a humanoid in a purple metallic suit standing on a craft. All right, let's take a look. And this is another one from the unstoppable and unmistakable summoner of monsters, Magic Mike Batista. I told you ufology is going to allow anybody airtime, and they're going to want you to believe it. Oh, look, he's on a horsey, we're supposed to believe. See, I see a guy. Here's a fence, right? Picket, 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 white picket, right? Fence. Man standing, maybe old, wearing a hat with a feather or a ribbon, about, well, in mid-wave. Kind of like, like almost Sieg Heil, but just got as far as the Sieg. And that's it. Nothing else. But he does have sort of a Jar Jar Binks head. Master talking like a charmer. I know. Yeah. It's true. Hey, Jar Jar Binks is here. Holy macadamia nuts. How you doing? Good to see you. Wait, do what? All right, let me take a look. Oh. Oh, David Wilcox. Hey, man. Thank you very much. $20 on PayPal. When did you send that in? Because I didn't hear it. Oh, about 20 minutes ago. Okay. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And your message I see here. Oh, interesting. So if we were to get rid of, David Wilcox brought up a good question to me. Rich, now I'm saying this. He said, so are we banning their free speech? Meaning, if I want him banned from ufology, am I not banning his free speech? Yes. However, he's not working for the government. He works for a private entity, News Nation. And they can fire him for any reason. It's a right to work world. I'm pretty sure that's how it is over there, where you don't need a reason. But in this situation, I think when you keep proving yourself to be a liar, or you make claims with zero evidence, and the evidence you bring forward is really not evidence at all of anything. Over time, people are going to look at News Nation as a less credible source for the news, for the truth. And having him on their platform in this community lying, and I think he knowingly knows he's bullshitting, right? He can't hide it. He's not good at it. But let's say I'm right. For the moral reasons, maybe not legal, maybe not taking away his free speech, but the same thing has happened to Jimmy Kimmel for lying, for giving a false narrative about what happened to Charlie Kirk. Blatantly lied. He worked for a company that was a private organization, right? ABC. Disney owns ABC. He can get fired for any reason. And he's not fired from free speech. He can go on a podcast or go on a podcast. He can be the man on the street if he wants to. Nobody's shutting him up. ABC doesn't want that rhetoric, right, coming from them. He represents ABC and Disney. Disney's a family organization. A man was assassinated in front of the world, pretty much. And you can say what you want. Maybe if he was working for NBC, right? It's something about ABC, I think, because Disney owns it. It's weird. Fox is independent too. Fox doesn't follow the FCC guidelines. But I think ABC does from the early days. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But all I know is if we got rid of Rose, I just don't like him in ufology. He can still speak what he wants. I just think he's bringing News Nation to hell. And bringing News Nation a lot of negative publicity that I don't know. I liked News Nation until Rose Cuckold got there. Kind of tainted it for me. I don't know. And they replaced him on that one show with Richard Dolan. Everybody knows that's an upgrade times 1,000. As much as I am not a big fan of Dolan, he's way better than 95% of the people in ufology. It's a fact. He's a good speaker. Knows his shit. Can't argue that. In the earlier days, he took chances he shouldn't have took. Maybe he was innocent. Maybe he wasn't. But it is what it is, and Rose was replaced. Why? Because of the things he was saying. Right? Well, aren't they limiting his free speech? When I say ban, I do mean it. I do mean to silence him, yeah. He should be shut out. For bringing in stuff like this. Should third phase of Moon? Well, third phase of Moon is more of a entertainment type of venue. See, they don't have the word news in their title. Third phase of Moon. And they've been here long before News Nation. And there's been many channels doing what they do. They just bring whatever looks good to the world at the time. And they never said they were investigators. They said they were UFO guys, got into this, thought it was interesting. And the next thing they know, they're in it. It's a very funny field we're in. Very finicky community. Do I really want Rose Cuckold out of here? If he keeps doing what he's doing, yeah. There's got to be better evidence than that he could have figured out and found. You mean there's nothing else? He just thought that this blurry shit, This guy who imagines seeing demons and that he can summons them, that's credible now? He's not Art Bell. This isn't Midnight in the Desert. You're News Nation. You're supposed to be more credible. You're not entertainment. You're the news for ufology. Is he not? Oh. Sometimes I feel like I'm wrong, even when I'm right. That's called second guessing myself, I guess. But I really feel that you know what I really hope? Somebody, and obviously it hasn't happened, somebody needs to have a sit down with him and say, look, man, we're trying to be credible here. And you're bringing in a guy who claims monsters that can be called in. Where's the evidence? That's the evidence? Come on, man. Really? Can't be. This is the same guy. I'm going to find it. Look at this. I thought his name was Mike Brown. Maybe he changed it to Mike Batista because Mike Brown didn't work. I swear it was Mike Brown. Hold on, I've got a text maybe here. Yeah, it is weird. Dark Hour, very weird. Very Max Headroom-esque, yep. All right, let's go back to Vetted and listen to John Stewart go off again. Well, continue. I think he was still going off, right? When we last left him.
So
But anyway,
okay,
seriously, I hope he has good luck with this petition.
all right.
Fuck. Why didn't you tell me to get out of this community 2 years ago? You could have said, John, fucking run.
Hang on. Okay,
I didn't say it was real. I said it's jaw-dropping, and Eddie said
all right.
well,
But jaw-dropping means real to people. Why else would he say it? Oh, that's jaw-dropping. That's not fair. If he would have said, that's unbelievable, that's the same type of word as jaw-dropping. And John Stewart played a game right there. He knows what it means, even though he didn't say it. Like if you say, hey, how's your day going? It's unbelievable. Unbelievably bad or unbelievably good. It's unbelievable. Like that could be really bad, unbelievable. Same thing, jaw-dropping. Well, that could be jaw-dropping horrific or jaw-dropping the best thing I've ever seen. So John Stewart knows this. That's not cool, in my opinion, but it's funny.
All right. No.
Funny's funny. So
say if somebody's lying about what you said. I mean,
Okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough. I want you to stick up for yourself. I do. But let me ask this. Okay, to just piggyback on what Grant's saying here. Do you think you put out some of these videos and photos saying the real, or you're always just, hey, I don't know, I just got this. What do you think? Is that your
the latter. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, we are all here. I put out that video. You analyzed it, saw it was AI. You made a listen to me here. Me putting out that video, you analyzed it, AI. That triggered a military analyst to say, maybe I need to sharpen my pencil. It got 480,000 views of people's blood rushing to their cerebral cortex, getting off the couch, engaging the community. No one got charged $9 to take a PA. No one, I didn't say it was real. I simply put it out there, told you who sent it to me, and told you my reaction, which was jaw-dropping. Part entertainment, maybe, but it's keeping us in the game. I am an agent provocateur now because I'm done with the Victor investigation.
what? It's part of the game? This is very surreptitious speak. This is something like Jeremy Corbell says, but he says it straight out. As long as people are talking. This is scary. What he's saying. Listen.
Maybe I need to sharpen my pencil. It got 480,000 views of people's blood rushing to their to their cerebral cortex, getting off the couch, engaging.
Right, meaning 400,000 people got excited and were talking about this. Okay.
Engaging the community. No one got charged $9 to take a PA. No one, I didn't say it was real. I simply put it out there, told you who sent it to me, and told you my reaction, which was jaw dropping. Part entertainment, maybe, but
Part entertainment, maybe. Once you put entertainment value on a UFO video, in my opinion, you make it less credible. I can't speak anymore. It's terrible. I get it. I get what's going on, and he says it here in a second. It's part of the game, I think he says. So far, he said, hey, 400 and some odd thousand people got off their butts and were engaging in the conversation. Paraphrasing, but that's most of it. And then he said something after, I forget.
told you who sent it to me, and told you my reaction, which was jaw dropping. Part entertainment, maybe.
Part entertainment, then he said. And I think if something is part entertainment, it's all entertainment. And yes, something can be legitimate and be entertaining. In this field, we do not want to meld the two together. Same as when people told me you can't have politics in ufology. You can't. It'll make people upset. And we don't do that here in ufology. I was told this 21 years ago. That's all we do now. Everything's political in this field. And you can see whose fingerprints are on it by how many failures we've seen. So let's hope the next few years we get a little more progress instead of every time I see Rose cuckold, we take 2 steps back conversation. But this is good conversation. I'm scared, but John's telling the truth. Entertainment? If there's a little entertainment, he just said, let's finish that.
But it's keeping us in the game.
But it's keeping us in the game. Talking about it, 400,000 people plus, we're still in this, baby. We're still keeping the ball moving. I did my part, he thinks. I did my 500,000 people. What have you done? He's telling everybody. Come on. Right?
I am an agent provocateur now because I'm done with the Victor investigation. I have to move people for action because
I have to move people for action. Does that mean putting out videos that are borderline lies? Maybe they're not, solved yet, even though they might be leaning towards a drone in the distance. Well, we got a lot of those flying around, don't we? Easy to use in these situations.
because action is going to move this UFO community to start engaging with congressional leaders, congressional leadership, to picket, to promote, to sign petitions like Grant is doing. God bless him for that. So to go to congressional offices. You think it's easy to tell my Irish Italian wife I'm spending $800 to fly to Washington, D.C. to hand my alien investigation to Congress people?
Very, 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 very difficult for the spouse in these situations to understand. My wife, at the time when I was married, supported me, but didn't believe in it. Yeah. But she was cool about it. I didn't know. I thought she really supported. Maybe she did. But your spouse, I think in this field, if you want to be successful and you're with somebody, You gotta let them know way in advance what your intentions are. Like I'm talking 6 months down the road. All right. So say it's January 1st. Babe, I was thinking about, I don't know, 6 months from now. I don't know, maybe going to check out those UFOs people talk. What are you talking? And then February comes around, Valentine's Day. Oh, babe, I love you. Oh, honey. Oh, da, da, da. I was thinking in July I'd go check out that UFO thing. Oh, babe, come on. You got to talk about it now. I'm sorry. In March, it's my birthday. Hey, babe. Oh, babe, you want me to focus? All right, never mind. June, first day of summer. Babe, UFO. All right, go. See? You wear him down. You wear him down. Then July comes. Hey, babe, can I have a nice send-off, if you know what I mean? No. Have a nice trip. Oh, gonna be like that, huh? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, that people do that. Withhold sex from your spouse. Do you know how horrible that is to do? That's such a mean thing to do to somebody, especially if they want you. I mean, if they want you, right? Well, plenty of people want me. Yeah, show them what you're into. It goes all over mannequins. I don't know. All right. Call out. Okay. Oh. Christopher Bledsoe had to chime in about Charlie Kirk. Did you know this? Did you know that they had a conversation, Charlie Kirk and Christopher Bledsoe? Yeah. And this is real. What I'm about to show you. Yeah, here it is.
So Chris, what are you still a Christian after these experiences?
Yeah, I'll never change.
So
In fact, I'm stronger than I ever was.
so then you believe that you are able to come in contact with angels? Is that your working hypothesis?
That's my thoughts. Yes. That's what I believe. But I'm not 100% sure. But I can tell you, in 17 years of dealing with this, it's not tried to harm me. It's been blessings, and I've seen a lot of people healed from this. Blessings come from it, and it's in the book. There's stories about people in Washington that had blessings from this, people with cancers that disappeared. Why? I don't know. I have no clue.
Do you believe that these were messengers? Because that is the word for angel in the Bible means messenger.
Yes, I really believe. I believe that.
What is the main? You said you can summon them at any time. Is that correct?
Well, I don't like to use that word summon because that sounds dark. But simply what I do, I walk out and usually it's connected somehow or another to where I don't have to do much but go outside. When I walk out, they see me and here they come. If they don't, I'll say a little prayer, just like I did on the river, and they respond to that in that manner.
So what has been their main message to you?
I think the world's in trouble, Charlie. I think we're at a crossroads, and
When is the world not in trouble? You could say that any day of the week, Bledsoe.
got to wake up. And that's the main message I'm getting here.
Yeah, why didn't they warn Charlie through you right then and there? You yin yang, yeah?
That it's time that we all come together and quit fighting over what
Pooey
we
on you.
Perceive that we
Terrible.
know when we really don't know what we think we know. It's,
We do what we know, what we really don't know. What we know is what we don't know.
I think we're at the crossroads of a new world and a new knowledge. And I think they're going to help.
A new world and a new knowledge, and I think they're going to bring that up upon us any day now. Very nice. For those of you who are here now, we had a bit of a technical issue in the beginning, the first 15 minutes tonight. I don't know how it happened, but I set up 3 shows, but I only remember doing 2. But there was 2 duplicates where one was members, one wasn't. And I went live on the members one when I know I didn't. So everybody's on the one they're supposed to be on. And by the time I figured it out, it was already 11 after. By the time I got back and redid everything, it was 15 after, I think. And that's why we have this venue the way it looks tonight. I don't know. I think I put up the same everything. It's hard to tell. But that's why it shows only an hour and 17 minutes up there. We've at least the members heard. I don't know how many were there. All right, I want to show you something. And I don't know if this is true. There's a story that was allegedly taken out of history books about George Washington on how he is bulletproof or invisible or is wearing a magic cloak. But I never heard this story ever. And here it is being talked about on some show, and they made a clip of it. So check this out. Why was this taken out of the history books? Gee, I can only imagine. But could it be aliens? You know what I mean? Could they be running the world for real? Sometimes you don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Go.
You know this was taken out of our history books?
Story about George Washington, the bulletproof president? Yeah. You know, George Washington was a courier for General Braddock, one of the English generals during the French and Indian War. All of the couriers were killed. And Washington had 2 horses shot from beneath him, and he had 4 bullet holes in his jacket, but no flesh wounds. He had bullet fragments in his hair, no flesh wounds. Many years later, he still hadn't become president yet, but he was back in the area, and one of the Indian chiefs who had been involved was elderly at that point, near death. He said to his braves, "Take me to see this man. I must see him before I die." And when they brought him in the presence of Washington, he said, "Sir, I'm an expert marksman, and I shot you 17 times. And my men shot you, and pretty soon I told them to stop wasting their bullets. And I just wanted to meet the man who was protected by the great presence of love." That story used to be in all of our history books until it became politically incorrect. Why was it politically incorrect? God.
Followers of
Why was it politically incorrect? God. So, I back in those days, they wore very long coats, didn't they? Couldn't it have just been, and and the coat's like, behind, and it, it goes right through the coat, right? Or he's running, yeah, and he's got his gun with the spear on the end, yeah, and he's going, yo, 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 right? But behind him, the coat's, flapping. Yeah. And choo, poof, right? It's all missing. It's Matrix stuff without really being the Matrix. And 17, how are they going to do 17 shots? Hurry. Right? I mean, come on. You could throw pebbles and do more damage than loading up a musket with a little round ball. Isn't that what they used back then? What were the machine guns like? really short Japanese guys, they just go a little faster. Hey. None of that here. Not funny at all. What's that mean? It's what I saw. All right. I got to show you this. So Stephen Greenstreet posted something after Charlie Kirk passed. He says, I once stood on the ground where Charlie Kirk was murdered, watching Utah Valley University erupt into chaos over an invited political speaker. In 2004, UVU, then UVSC, invited liberal filmmaker Michael Moore to speak 2 weeks before Election Day. Moore had just released Fahrenheit 9/11, a documentary which aggressively criticized incumbent President George Bush. So you can imagine the outrage to Moore's invitation to speak in the heart of a solid red county in a solid red state. The day that Moore's appearance was announced, I grabbed my video camera and drove to UVU to document the fallout. I ended up filming nonstop for months. Orem, Utah, a quiet Mormon town nicknamed Family City, USA, was ignited with rage. There were death threats, bribes, lawsuits, and furious people on both sides screaming at each other. Wealthy Mormons tried everything in their power to cancel Moore's appearance, while Moore's supporters fought tooth and nail to make sure it happened. In the center of all this were 2 UVU students who had invited Moore in the first place. They were targeted with threats and their lives became a living hell. Law enforcement suggested they wear bulletproof vests. They were also individually sued by a wealthy local conservative. Extremely stressful for 2 college kids. As I interviewed them, they laughed at the idea that their lives might be in danger for inviting someone to speak at the university. It was completely foreign to them that blood would be shed, or that fists or even bullets would fly. That seemed like utter madness and impossibility. And it was the same for me. On the other side of the camera, the potential for violence was always in the back of my head, but not murder, not cold-blooded murder. Killing someone in the quaint town of Orem, Utah, simply because you disagreed with them politically? At the time, an alien invasion seemed more likely. Now, here I am 21 years later, watching an invited speaker at UVU get murdered while sharing their political beliefs. Charlie Kirk's blood spilled onto the same ground where I once stood, camera in hand, and thought, no one's actually going to pull a trigger, are they? Charlie Kirk's blood spilled, and I got an answer to my question. I am shocked and heartbroken because a vibrant life was violently snuffed out, and because I no longer recognize the place where I once stood, once spoke, once lived. His film, my film, The Divided State, captured a microcosm of how America was at one point in time. We no longer live there. Here's a little piece of that documentary, about 2.5 minutes. If you're interested.
I mean, there was times where I was worried I was going to go home and have a brick thrown through my window.
This is what our democracy is about.
Just 2 weeks before the presidential election, one of the most heated debates, maybe in Utah, UVSC has booked controversial filmmaker Michael Moore.
Imagine what it's like.
I remember this.
If you live in Utah and you're for Kerry, you know, it's
No more lies! No more lies!
and so it's kind of like a missionary thing that we're doing now.
you walk through the streets and you feel like if you like Michael Moore, you're going to hell because everybody thinks that you're a bad Mormon.
This man hates who we are, he hates our value, and he would like to destroy us.
People say that you have betrayed your religion, your country, your family.
I want you to tell me the issues, what this is really about. And you're afraid of what he said. No, I'm not. You're afraid of I'm not.
What surprised me is how this has been made into a good versus evil debate.
So is it a for certain thing? Is there anything that will stop Michael Moore?
This is a petition against the decision to bring Michael Moore to campus. Do you want to sign the petition?
This guy's not evil.
Personally, I hate the man.
Here, little liberals. Here, little liberals.
There were no weapons of mass destruction. There was no connection between Iraq and the attack on September 11th.
We want more! We want more!
I've heard a lot of kids say that the only reason they want this event to go through is because they don't want to lose the money. I will buy back every ticket you've sold. And I have a $25,000 cashier's check made out to UVSC right here to start it.
I don't think those threats are representative of the entire public or of the legislature or any other group, but we cannot respond to threats.
And when people stand up and say, Michael Moore is not fit to set foot on this campus, Michael Moore is not fit to open his mouth on this campus, what you're really saying is that you students who believe that Michael Moore represents you, you are not welcome here, your views are not welcome here, leave, or if you stay, shut your mouths. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
All right. Not trying to get political or anything, but the whole thing, everything ufology is about has to do with the right to, I hate to say it this way, we're supposed to have a right to see everything, all the receipts from the government. Isn't that amazing how we don't get any, it feels like any transparency? I don't know about you guys, if you've ever tried to get a Freedom of Information Act filed. It's a FOIA request. Some eastern states it's called FOIL. I don't know what that one means, but Freedom of Information. I don't know. But anyway, and a Freedom of Information Act is something you go to wherever you want. Like, let's say the DMV. And you go to the DMV. You can go to any government place and file a Freedom of Information Act. If you go to City Hall, you can cover it all. So, all right, go to City Hall to file your FOIA request then. And you give them, if they don't have the form there, which they should, but you can file it anonymously and say, I want to know how much money Sheriff Coulthart makes. I want to know the phone that he's using, the carrier and the phone number. And they're supposed to give you all that. However, when things are run by a corrupt and tyrannical system, they will black out the phone number. Or they will black out the phone number and the carrier that they use. I mean, we could find it all out. But that's what I'm learning they do. So then you go complain and you put in another one, but maybe it was worded differently. Say, I need the sheriff's phone number. I don't know, however you want to do it. And hopefully the next person knows the law and doesn't block it out. Because they're supposed to be transparent. Why can't I have the sheriff's phone number? If I use it and I abuse it, I go to jail. People just don't think that, oh, you're going to get the sheriff's phone number. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Well, they give it out. It's on their business card if they got one. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why everything in ufology, anything that has been found in the last couple, 20, 30, maybe even 40 years, ever since they enacted the FOIA request thing, the government's covering it all up. They're blackening, they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and I want to know why. And we have a right to know. And that's why we love the whistleblowing. Love it. I think they're crazy for doing it. But I also don't believe that they're in any trouble. I believe these people who are coming out calling themselves whistleblowers have pretty much guaranteed their safety with the government. We all know they do that. And they are allowed to say certain things. That's not whistleblowing, in my opinion. Whistleblowing, the real whistleblowing, is just coming out and saying it all. Knowing that you're putting everybody you know at risk. If you had that kind of evidence, the government's going to know before you make it anywhere. If you're a whistleblower with evidence, may God be on your side. We haven't seen it. Yeah, there's things out there that we can't explain, for sure. There's no doubt about it. There's so many weird things. They have categories for the strange and weird. And that's just spiritual stuff. Then you go into cryptids. Then you go into gothic shit. Right? And then you go into summoners, whatever you are, right? Psychics, remote viewers, channelers, witches, goblins. Doesn't end. And you want to know why? Because you'd get bored. That's why there's so many categories with so many different things and so many monsters in a world we don't understand. It's 3 things. That's it. You've got monster in the ocean, maybe one in each, the big ones, right? Big ones, big monsters, Garden the whatever, Atlantean gold, who knows, right? No? And then you got the forests, Bigfoot. It's watching everything. Yeah. Bigfoot is the shape-shifting creature. He likes Bigfoot. Thinks it's funny. So he goes with the Bigfoot. I wouldn't mind it either. A lot of balance, a lot of center of gravity, real strong legs. Can go through the thicket. Right? So you got the Bigfoot. You got Bigfoot. You got the sea monsters. And now you've got the UFO aliens. that take care of the sky. These are the three. They do it all. And there's millions of them. What if I told you, oh, yeah, there's one for each one of us? I know, it's amazing. Matrix, maybe, I don't know. But it's real. It is. Doppelganger? Just a copy of your DNA. Almost like you. I saw a guy on TV. I think it was YouTube, to be honest. I probably can find a video. I thought it was me. I said, that guy looks like me. And then I fell asleep and dreamed. It was all a dream. We live in a really weird world. Don't you believe that's it? You got the UFOs, you got the Bigfoots in the forests. Yeti, Sasquatch, the other names, Yakatoa. There's so many. The one that I like the ghosts. Ghosts. I don't get it. I think ghosts are aliens and vice versa. It makes sense. It does. Because I think it's technology we're seeing. You know, I know you guys don't believe a lot of videos from Nuke's Top 5, but I watched the videos on there. And some of these things you just can't explain. And these aren't people out there hoaxing it. I mean, they just happen to catch something going down the street. Like a mist. Just out of nowhere. And it's not a vape from up the block or anything like that. But that stuff seems to just appear out of nowhere. I've seen it with my own eyes in my own bedroom, in the corner. I was petrified. I couldn't move. Yeah. And then I fell asleep. That's all that's all I know. And then it made me question whether it really happened. I'm like, but I remember seeing it, and then I'm waking up. That's creepy. And what about attachments? What about that? Yeah. There's so many things, guys. There's just too many. Too many. And, you know, I don't joke around a lot when it comes to making up stories. Like a person like Ross Coulthart is supposed to be telling us the truth. And, you know, it pains me to see this same thing, him and Jeremy too. Because both of these guys are talented. They obviously have the gift of speaking. I just don't see that they don't see what's going on. Unless they know what's going on and don't care. Where do you put these people? How do you categorize people who are supposed to tell you the truth and don't? Fake news. We're going to have to just stay with fake news. Fake dudes. Tonight on Ridiculous, fake dudes. Yeah, 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 da na 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 na. I like that show. I watched it in the hospital for probably 4 hours straight. And they have that one girl, the rapper girl singer. I can't laugh like her, but my God. All right, that's it for tonight. I got to get out of here. My eyes are closing. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate the support. Thank you, super chatters, moderators, And newcomers and veterans, thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back on Sunday for the members show. And I don't know, whatever's up there, I'm switching it. I think I have what? Do I? Oh, I didn't put it up. Okay, it's down now. Okay, I took it down. So I'm going to make a show for Sunday. It'll be at 7. It'll be 1 hour, and it'll be really, really good. Yeah, better than tonight. Yeah, we had technical errors in the beginning, but we still went 2 hours, an hour and 40 minutes here and 20 minutes earlier that nobody will ever see. So we went an hour and 41 minutes. Thank you very much. And hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. It's true. All right, I'll see you guys on the flip. I got a little surprise to get you off here tonight. You happy? Go. Take care. Hey, what's going on? Not that fast. Slow down.
What are they?
Good night, everybody.
Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. The secrets in the fields. What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Why'd they lie? Why'd they run? Signals lost in static screams, shattered glass and shattered dreams. Who's to blame? Who's the one?